But essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to be a detective. We're trying to figure out, we know that it's sold, but what we're trying to do is figure out the why behind it. Like, why did these people sell? And it's almost like we reverse engineer it. And we're looking at very invasive things like, how much money did these people make? What cars did they drive? What magazines did they subscribe to? Were they late on credit card payments? Were they behind on taxes? Were they behind on mortgages? Did they lose a job? Did somebody die? Did all these different parameters we're looking at, as well as the property itself. So like, how old was the property? How old was the person? Did it need work? Did it have a pool? Did it have a screened in porch? Like all of these, like billions and billions of data points. And what we do is we take all of that information and we put it into our genetic algorithm that was custom designed for us by somebody who actually used to work at NASA. So in your area right now, you'll see at the bottom of all my different properties, there's no color-coded numbers or anything at the bottom right-hand corner. However, if we were to come into our system, you will get credits to turn on that sellability scoring, because we score the properties on a scale of 0 to 1,000 or 0 to 999. The highest number, the better. And what we're doing is we're scoring them based on how likely we predict that these people will sell their property in the next 90-day window at either a retail type of a price point, a rental type of a price point. So our system has either identified that property as currently a rental, or it's in a market where there's a lot of rental activity. If you were to come in here and say, show me all the people that own their property free and clear, like that's great, but how do I know which ones would have a motivation to sell? How do I know which ones are potentially in a tough financial struggle? How do I know which ones are potentially a rental or could sell to a turnkey landlord type of a buyer? Or how do I know which one, if you're an agent, how do I know which ones would potentially sell more towards that retail price range that I can target these people specifically and go after them for more listings or things like that? So this is going to be a way where we can come into this system and basically say, okay, system, show me all the properties that have, let's say, a score of 500 or above that are going to sell potentially at that discount wholesale type of a price. So we have narrowed it down from however many thousands down to 6,200. Now, of course, we can keep going higher and higher. So the higher we go, the more likely that these people are to sell their property in the next 90-day window. And in this situation, obviously it's very much about quality over quantity. However, if you want to have a larger size list, then you can kind of just kind of bend your number a little bit to really maximize who you're targeting. Now you can see here, we have it narrowed down to 355 people.